Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Welcome everyone. I'm so glad to have you here. You know, we are doing so much in this world today. So I just want to welcome you all to this week's Move Around with Deborah as we bring you stimulating conversation, although you have to indulge in that conversation. And this month is September National Preparedness, National Suicide Awareness, and national, a whole lot of other stuff going on month. Before we go any further, I want to introduce to you our CFO, CEO, our executive director, our all-around person, Ms. Naima Latif, who is orchestrating this. And actually, I hope that we can hear some of what's going on with another function that we want to share with you. Of course, we talk about it each and every time we come on the air, HWPL, which is the World Health Organization. Naima, do we have a topic or a recording we can share right now? I think they're live though, right?
They are live now, and for our audience, just to give you a little bit of background, HWPL, which stands for Heavenly Culture, World Peace, Restoration of Light. Every month they gather together leaders and activists in various religious communities, spiritual families, those that are guiding us toward an understanding of peace through their various faiths. And today they're having a special presentation and they would like us to share it. And so bear with us a moment as we seek to bring in and share this screen presentation of HWPL. The Chicago office is hosting this. And of course, as a world organization headquartered in South Korea, founded by Chairman Man-hee Lee, this is a group that has chapters all across the world, and the chairman has gone to the many various leaders of governments to encourage them to all agree to adopt these articles known as the DCPW, the Declaration of Peace, Cessation of War. And once all the leadership can agree to this, then we can see a change in our world, because all of the leadership will be in harmony with this objective. And so they've gone through, particularly the religious community, in helping to encourage this stand of peace. And I want to bring in our dear sister of the microphone, Zelda Robinson, Grand Rising, the star. And please share this on Facebook. We certainly want as many people as possible to participate. So let me see if I can bring in this presentation to us now. And let's see. Okay, so we'll stay muted. However, we will see if we can bring in this presentation.
See, we are stars. We are not engineers. If you're wondering what I have on my face, sometimes when you go into places, you have to be covered to protect yourself. And so this is one of my coverings, my international mask. You know, we talk about national preparedness.
In 2021, the International Loving Peace Art Competition was held, in which 5,093 children and youth from 28 countries participated and was able to express their world of peace to their heart's content. Through drawing, our children realized the preciousness and necessity of peace and gave hope by presenting the drawings to children suffering from war and conflict. When we look at our children's drawing with the love of peace, we realized just how important peace activities are On the other hand, in Myanmar, the unfortunate incidents of innocent civilians being sacrificed due to internal conflict are continuing day after day. At the request of the members of the Myanmar branch, IWPG immediately issued a statement to cease the bloodshed in Myanmar and requested aid to the United Nations and international organizations. In addition, we jointly issued a statement with civil society groups around the world calling for the lives of Myanmar people to be protected and all situations to be resolved in a peaceful way. What the people of Myanmar need now is peace. Through this event, I once again earnestly ask that both the government and people stop the violence and resolve it in a peaceful way. Peace families. In order to spread a culture of lasting peace, we must create a world that commemorates peace and not war. IWPG, in cooperation with HWPL, intends to instill the IWPG Peace Monuments in each country to commemorate the achievements made through the World Peace Tours and to reflect the wishes of women around the world for peace. This will help spread peace in each community and urge support for the 10 articles and 38 clauses of the DPCW to be established as an international law. IWPG will establish the International Women's Peace Center so that the heart of peace will grow in community spaces called centers, and the potential to be resources of peace in society will also grow. This will be a solid foundation for achieving peace by encouraging everyone to recreate peace by becoming a peacemaker who can also nurture others as peacemakers. The International Women's Peace Center, which will be held online and offline, will be a space for nurturing talented people who can foster a culture of peace in the region and country by introducing a variety of programs that cultivate the spirit of peace. Everyone, our mission is to create a world that is peaceful and safe. I am confident that if everyone here today work together for the establishment of an international law of peace, we will be able to realize world peace in the near future. And all women in the world, please unite as one with IWPG. And family of peace, let's make a world of peace. IWPG, the 3.9 billion women, promises to achieve world peace together with HWPL under one heart and will. We are one. Thank you.
I was able to see the unlimited potential of all women growing as peace leaders to teach and carry out peace. Thank you once again for that great speech. Now we will hear from HWPL Chairman Mani Lee. Chairman Lee hosted the September 18th HWPL World Peace Summit to bring the world together so that everyone could hear and see for themselves that peace is being achieved. With his practical peace activities, he is proposing a way for all humanity to become beneficiaries of peace. Everyone who pledges to implement an international law and bring religions together are working for these goals with the same heart. We will now hear from Chairman Lee, who holds the answer to peace. Please give him a great round of applause.
Today marks the 7th anniversary of the September 18th HWPL World Peace Summit. I hope everyone has been well and healthy. Due to the emergence of COVID-19, the world is going through a very difficult time. Dear members of HWPL, with not a single person left behind, let us strive together to reach the destination we all hope to arrive at. The heavens will protect us. We have made a great deal of effort through the September 18th HWPL World Peace Summit. As we celebrate the 7th anniversary, it is my pleasure to meet everyone. What is our purpose? It is to bring wars to an end and build a peaceful world to pass it down as a lasting legacy for our future generations. To this end, I have gone on 31 tours across the globe, of which I am sure that you're well aware. To former and incumbent heads of state, chief justices, and speakers of parliament whom I met during the tours, I would like to express my sincere gratitude. I am also grateful to religious leaders, heads of organizations, and journalists. I visited your countries like a naive child, yet you had welcomed me so warmly. With one heart and one hope, we have worked hand in hand, and I am reminded of those days. On this 7th anniversary of the summit, it is my sincere pleasure to welcome the family of HWPL. The goal that we have will certainly be realized. Today, the world is groaning under the weight of the pandemic, but that doesn't change the fact that God is alive and that all creation exists. Then we, as higher beings, have no reason to be idle because of the situation. Our goal is still the same. While I was on peace tours circling the globe, I held you in these very eyes, and your pleading voices in these very ears. What you have said is still vivid in my mind and alive. Until the day our goal is reached, let us not change. What do we always say? We say we are one. We are one. So let us be one and fulfill what we have hoped for. Some of you may know the backstory of how I started this movement for peace. I used to live in a small town in the countryside where my family was farming. When I was a child, I held on to the hands of my grandfather, who dressed in a Korean traditional hat and robe and prayed to God every day. Whenever he did, I prayed with him, holding his hands. Even after my grandfather